everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Redskins coming in at 9-4, going up against the Jaguars, who come in at 7-6.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Redskins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing here, Boykin on first. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And he motions the wide receiver. Now Boykin on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Boykin. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. Oh, look at the juke. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Ryan Anderson coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Throwing is Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, last week, he found his way in the backfield from that linebacker position for 4 tackles for a loss. Another one there, 1st quarter.
Yeah, help me out, because we watched tape together before this game. We were watching what he did last week. Did that field tilt in his favor where he was just running downhill to plays?
Like
it certainly felt like it, didn't it? It felt like it on that play as well.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. Oh, able to avoid him. Room to run inside the 40. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is knocked down from the side at the 24-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On first down, Boykin. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Ohio, let's go. Red 38.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Flex round. Ohio.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Boykin on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Now Bortles to try again after the pick six. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
6 yards to go here on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Being chased out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So out now come the Redskins. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go.
On second down, it's Boykin. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. A Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Bortles to throw on second down. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Going with a short yardage man, Gronkowski. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Bortles will keep it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And, Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there. That spot of the field inside the 20. Boy.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy, crazy, crazy risk. Yeah, I'm giving you 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come out, line up, and decide to go for it there, you figure there's no way we're giving this one up. We're going to turn the ball over for our own offense and get some points out of it.
And they did the first part of that. Now they'll be looking to add those points with great field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, it was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Boykin. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It's a little educational piece. I know a lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Von Miller. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Halfback sent in motion. On second down, here's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's third down. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On play action, now Bortles. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Brad Nortman now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A very solid gain of 27. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Jaguars on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now a play fake. Bortles. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Von Miller in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They go play action here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Boykin. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. On third down, Boykin. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On first and 10, here's Bortles. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On second down, here's Fournette. They find some open field here. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Brown in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Throwing now is Bortles. And that is incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. The Jaguars on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Bortles now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. To throw, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Let's
After the interception, here's Boykin. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Flex round!
From the gun, it's Boykin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now he's going to let it go, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards. Bortles now on 1st down. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So they're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Boykin on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, it's Boykin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on. 53. Check 53.
Out of the gun, Boykin. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. And the lead is now an even 30. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st down, Bortles. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
He has several bad decisions on the interception. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing here, Boykin on 1st. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. 1st down and goal to go from the 7. off as they run the counter play. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal. Now Boykin. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's third down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Here is Boykin, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
Exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Bortles will try again on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. Third down here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Pernell McPhee able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now Bortles got to have this one. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Telvin Smith in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon.
Here we go.
Oh, Boykin's going to throw it. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 3rd and long for Boykin. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Fresh set of downs here. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for...